Hello! Today I am bringing you an Abzan Humans in Standard Best of One. Earlier we did a Selesnya Humans build for Standard, and I figured, there are a few really good black human creatures that, you could incorporate into that style of deck, so I decided, well, why not go ahead and give it a try? So, as you can see, our normal Selesnya human build went with Sigarda, who pumps up all of her humans, gives +1/+1. She has flying and trample herself, and she has Coven, so you're able to dig further into your deck for another human. And it also had other creatures like Adeline, Katilda, Thalia, um, Hopeful Initiate, and then we also had a Serra Paragon in order to get back some of our other cheaper creatures, because for 2 white white you get a 3/4 angel with flying, and then once during each of your turns you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. All of our humans do cost 3 or less, so Serra Paragon can get all of them back. But the creatures that we're playing that are black are 4 copies of Tenacious Underdog, because it's just a really good creature. It's a human. For 1 and a 2, you get a 3/2 human warrior, has blitz for 2 black black. You can pay 2 life, and then you may cast Tenacious Underdog from your graveyard using its blitz ability. So even when Tenacious Underdog dies, you can still get value out of it for 4 mana. Just keep bringing it back, hitting your opponent for 3, 3, 3, 3, and then when it when you sack it at the end of the turn, you get to draw a card and lose a life. But we're mostly focused on the drawing the card part, and then we're also playing 4 copies of Evolved Sleeper. So for a single black, you get a 1/1 human. And then for a black mana, you can evolve it into a 2/2 human cleric. And then for 1 in a black, you can evolve it again into a 3/3 Phyrexian human cleric. And then for 1 black black, you can evolve it again and put a +1/+1 counter on it, and you get to draw a card and lose a life. So that last evolution ability, the 1 black black, you can actually do as many times as you want. So you can just keep making the Evolved Sleeper get bigger and bigger and bigger, and keep drawing cards off of it. Just remember, you do lose a life, so so don't go killing yourself with that. And then finally, we are playing 1 copy of Jerren Corrupted Bishop. You may have forgotten about this card, because I know I forgot about this card, and I haven't really seen this card in Standard. But for 2 and a black, you get a 2/3 human cleric, and when Jerren Corrupted Bishop enters the battlefield or another non-token human you control dies, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 white human creature token. And then for 2 mana, target human you control gains lifelink until end of turn. And at the beginning of your end step, if you have exactly 13 life, you may pay 4 black black. If you do, transform Jerren into Armandal the Corruptor. Becomes a 6/6 demon with flying, trample, lifelink. You could sack another creature and draw a card. What we're mostly focused with Jerren here is the pay 2 mana and target human you control gains lifelink until end of turn. Well, minus Sigarda and Serra Paragon, all of our creatures are humans. And with Guardian of New Benalia here, and Adeline, of course, but with Guardian of New Benalia, you get a 2/2 human soldier for 1 and a white. It has an enlist, and whenever she enlists, you get to scry 2. Then you can discard a card and give her indestructible. Well, when she enlists, her power goes up based on whatever other creature you tapped. So let's say we tap a Thalia, right? Suddenly, Guardian New Benalia is attacking as a 4/2. And then if you pay the 2 mana for Jerren, she gains lifelink. So now you have a 4/2 attacking lifelinker who has the ability to gain indestructible. So you can just keep gaining life that way. And then Adeline is also another really great creature that works with Jerren, because it's pretty easy to get Adeline up to, a 7/4, an 8/4, a 10/4, and then you give Adeline lifelink with Jerren, and you're just gaining a bunch of life every turn. And it's not at sorcery speed, so you can do it on your opponent's turn, you can do it on your turn. It doesn't matter, as long as you have the 2 mana to pay the ability with Jerren, you can give any of your humans a lifelink. And then we're also playing just a little bit of removal, just because we are dipping our toe into black. I have 1 copy of March of Wretched Sorrow, 1 copy of Borrowed Time, 1 copy of Infernal Grasp, and then of course 4 copies of Brutal Cathar. Brutal Cathar, again, is a human, but it can exile a creature your opponent controls. So it acts as a pseudo removal spell, and then once you flip it on its werewolf side, if your opponent wants to target it, they have to pay 3 life, which could be tricky if they don't have a whole lot of life left. And plus, it has first strike as a 3/3. So, you know, Brutal Cathar is really good. But, yeah, this is Abzan Humans. Let's go ahead, get to some matches, and I will see you on the battlefield. We get to go first. We have 2 Tenacious Underdogs and a Sigarda with a Thran portal. We'll keep it. We can name this white, because we are going to need 2 white. Just matter of tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. If we name this white on turn 3, it'll still enter untapped. Not that that matters at the moment, since we play this on turn 2, we play this on turn 3, we play this on turn 4, assuming we get another white source. Ba, 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 ba. If the opponent's even here. No sleeves? There they are. Okay. Alright. We'll play that. Esper. Well, there's our other white source. Okay. White. Auto pay. Could have a cut down here. Could have make disappear. Right on. No counter spell. And if they had a cut down, they missed their opportunity for Adeline. Ravine, okay. Fine. Well, I think in that case, let's go ahead, attack with everything. Yeah. Awesome. The opponent gets to go first. Brutal Cathar into Paragon. Assuming because the opponent's going to go first, I kind of want a better hand. Let's mulligan. Okay. We can do this. Okay. We'll keep this. We'll put Boseiju back. We have our 2 white sources for Sigarda. We have a black for Tenacious Underdog. There's a Secluded Courtyard. Alright, let's name human. Play an underdog. Seems like they have cut down or Infernal Grasp here. Okay. Willy Anna.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answer. We all have things we'd rather.
So we could discard Tenacious Underdog. But then if we play Adeline next turn, they just make us sack it. So, but if we play Tenacious Underdog next turn, then they could either make us sack it or they have a removal spell. I guess we'll do Underdog. Brutal Cathar. Okay, so I'm going to play Brutal Cathar here. They might make us sack it. And then next turn we can blitz in our Tenacious Underdog to attack Liliana. Or, you know, they could have a Sheoldred. Player discards a card, okay. No attacks. Of course they have an Infernal Grasp. The last card in hand would be an Infernal Grasp.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Alright, well. Guess we try to take out Liliana.
You couldn't be more annoying.
Did we lose? Yeah. 2 life for drawing there. They're gonna make us discard. They have their own Tenacious Underdog.
Don't overthink things.
All right. We get to go first. Evolved Sleeper into Guardian into Hamlet. Seems good. Evolved Sleeper. Opponent's on green. Well, in that case, we could... Let's play this on white. Play Initiate. Then we can power Evolve Sleeper up on their turn. Beast Caller, okay. Well, in that case... They don't want to block. Okay. Let's... No. We want to play you. Play Guardian. We want to make our Hamlet as big as possible. They have a Kodama. Okay. That's fine. We'll take it. We could have blocked with Guardian and then just discarded our land. But we can also just play a really big Hamlet. So let's end the list. I don't know. So I don't know if we have to attack with a bigger one. So okay, so we're gonna enlist this and make it big, right? I don't know if Hopeful Initiate, because it's attacking as a 2/2, if it would trigger. So I'm just gonna say no. Let's scry. See what we get. Thalia into Brutal Cathar. Okay, well, I think we want the Brutal Cathar. We don't really need Thalia. They're playing green, so they probably don't have a lot of non-creature spells anyways. They block here, that's fine. Discard an Underdog. Bam. Pass the turn. Ooh. Okay. Well, power you up. Good thing we saved that Brutal Cathar. Okay. Now... I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Guardian. We don't have a way to give it indestructible, but we can give it 4 power, so if they block, their Query on Beastcaller dies, the counters don't go anywhere. Okay, no Thalia. We're attacking for 13. Okay, they're down to 2. Which means if they don't have enough blockers for all these creatures... Well, I guess if they have a 1-drop, they can gain 4 life. We get to go first, okay. Well, we could play Phyrexian Missionary. We're going to need another white source for some Adelines. We need another white or green source for Katilda. Because can't play Katilda off the swamp. Play in the water. Okay, well, we got another black source. So, Phyrexian Missionary it is. Our opponent looks to be on Grixis. Could be Domain. Could have a cut down here, Infernal Grasp. Alright, let's name Human. Get our token. Gain a couple life. I was really hoping we would, you know, draw our Jerren. I'd like to show Jerren off, but he's just not showing up at all. What they discard? A mountain. Okay. Well, next turn we can play Katilda. That's fine, we have another. There he is! Okay, so let's see. If we... No, if we played Katilda, we still wouldn't have enough for Adeline. Because we actually need 3 white sources. And because these are both just solid black, we can't get them to tap for green or white. And I want to be able to attack, so I could play Katilda off of these 2 mana and then play Adeline off of these 2, but like I said, I want to attack, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Get the opponent down to 11. Next turn we can play Jerren. Opponent's getting close to a Meathook for 3. That would take out Phyrexian Missionary and our tokens. Take out Jerren as well, if we play him next turn. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another token makes 9. Jerren plus Katilda makes 11. That kills him. If they play a creature to try to block, we could play Brutal Cathar. Well, Jerren makes a token, actually, so that would expand our board even more. Okay. Oh, let's play Jerren. Bam. Give Adeline a lifelink. Okay. Well, Jerren got to show up and do what he's supposed to do at least. We get to go first. We have all of our colors. Play Thalia into Phyrexian into Sigarda. Okay, cool. Fantastic. We even have all of our colors for Sigarda. Here's our green, here's our 2 white. Granted, these 2 whites hurt us, but, you know, we do what we have to. And I don't have my water here. I left it in the living room. Ooh, control. Okay, well, we're definitely playing Thalia. I guess this doesn't have to be control, but it looks like blue-white control. Okay, let's play this. Name human. Play our underdog. Cathar Commando. Okay. Okay, cool. So they're still only on 2 mana. Well, yeah, 2 mana, which means no counterspell, which means we can play Sigarda. Which is fantastic. Alright, let's attack with both. If they block the underdog, that's fine. We can always get them back out of the graveyard. They could have a depopulate here, I guess. In which case we would draw a card off of Sigarda because she's multicolor. And then we can always get him back with a get her back with a Phyrexian Missionary. Wedding announcement. Okay. That works too. Alright, well, let's just what's in this? Attack with all. Go to 9. Get to draw a card. Unfortunately, we don't have a Coven for Sigarda. But that's fine. Let's kick this. Let's go ahead and I guess we get Thalia back. Because we could actually play her. Could have another depopulate. Human. Wait, Adeline. Play this. Attack with all. We're getting close to a Hullbreaker Horror if they have that as well. Oh, Emperor, okay.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Sure. I'll be honest, I totally forgot about Wandering Emperor. Roadside Reliquary. 2 tap, sack, draw a card to control an artifact, and draw a card to control an enchantment. Well, good news, we can take out their Paragon with Brutal Cathar.
Years of training. For we must protect the people.
Brutal Cathar. Take you. Okay. They're down to 2 cards. We don't want them drawing more, so I guess we just borrowed time their Reckoner Bankbuster. And if they want to take Adeline out, they have to block with both. Did we kill both of them? Makes me think they might have a depopulate in hand. In which case, if they do, we can get Brutal Cathar back with a Phyrexian Missionary. Okay. Bam. We get Sigarda back. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so they have 5 mana available. So if we get Thalia back, they can still play a Wandering Emperor. So yeah, let's get Sigarda. Just in case. Okay. Well, that's not worst case scenario, I guess. We still have Brutal Cathar in hand now. They've used their Altawara. Comes into play tapped, okay. They're at 3. So if this isn't a depopulate or something, they have to remember that we do have Brutal Cathar. They could try to draw off of their Roadside Reliquary. They would draw once because they don't have a artifact. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't sure if we were gonna win that game. It was sort of control-y, so, you know. But we did. Awesome. So, those were the matches with our Abzan Humans in Standard Best of 1. As you can see, the deck had an overall 82% win rate. 86% on the play, 75% on the draw across 11 matches. Took roughly an hour and 24 minutes. So, the only matches we lost to was a Mono Black and a Rakdos. But everything else, like this deck's really good and it's really fun as well. I personally enjoy creature decks. Like I'm not much of a control player. I'll try to dip my toe into control every once in a while, but I mostly exist for creature decks when it comes to Magic. And this deck right here is just a whole lot of fun. We got to show off Sigarda, Hamlet Vanguard. We got to show off just a little bit of Jerren. But you got an overall scope of what this deck does. You just want to get humans down on the battlefield, and then just take advantage of them being humans with our payoffs over here. And then of course Serra Paragon being able to get some creatures back. We have a Phyrexian Missionary, which can, if you kick it, you can get one of your creatures back, like a Sigarda or a Thalia, depending on what matchup you're going up against. The 4 Tenacious Underdog worked out really well here. 1 copy of Katilda, 1 copy of Hopeful Initiate worked really well. Brutal Cathar, our removal spells. Overall, this deck was just a whole lot of fun, and it plays black without playing Sheoldred. And I know that Sheoldred's extremely popular right now, and for good reason. She's a really good card. She's a really good creature. But yeah, just being able to play a black deck without having to play your common or most common black creatures minus the underdog, because if you're playing black, you might as well play Tenacious Underdog. It's just pure value. But overall, I had a lot of fun with this deck. As you can see, the win rate like proved that this deck can get on the standard ladder and can win you matches. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Magic the Gathering Arena content. And I will see you in our next video. Bye.